Good afternoon and welcome to the Archery GB National Tour 2021. This is the Recurve Men's Championship division. This is our final championship of the weekend. We've had 3 absolute world-class sessions of archery so far, and I'm sure the Recurve Men will be up to it as well this afternoon. My name's John Knott. I'm going to be joined shortly by Richard Priestman. He will be jumping out for the matches. I'll just talk you through the pre-show quickly now. The weather, it's got really hot this afternoon, 22 degrees. There's basically no wind at all. It is quite toasty out here on the Orangery at Lilleshall. So the brackets for this afternoon. Our first matchup will be Patrick Houston and Michael Judd, followed by Alex Wise and Roger Castillo. Then Conor Hall and Steve Kent. And our final quarter-final is Keith Harding and Ryan Holden. And we have 1, 2, 3 debutants shooting in this afternoon. So the field of play is ready. Everything else is ready. You can see there, very, very, very low wind. That's not moving arrows around at all. The standard in the ladies' matches this morning was really high. Well, while we're waiting for Richard, we're going to interview. We'll interview the chief scorer for the weekend. Afternoon, Robert Potts.
Afternoon. How are you?
I'm very good. How's the weekend been for technology?
Not been too bad.
Losing on the results spot into a commentary team, I feel.
That's just experience.
No, it's absolutely crazy when you see the amount of equipment and technology that comes out to run these finals, to be able to put them out for you guys on the live streams. It takes longer to set it up than it does for the event to actually take place.
Yep.
So the athletes coming out for the first match. Target number 1 will be Patrick. Target number 2 will be Michael Judd. There you go. Patrick knows how to do an intro, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Nice to see them out there
Michael's
enjoying
giving
themselves
it some
as well.
Yeah. Michael is a guy who's been in a lot. He's been in all. I think he's been every final since 2013. I think he made his first finals. He's shot for gold a lot. It's frustrating him he's never won it.
Yeah, it's good to see him here again.
He says he's never given up till he's won it. He's won 2 stages this year, I think, hasn't he?
Yeah.
2
it was 2.
Yeah, 2 qualifiers. He's our number 2 seed in this afternoon. Patrick, obviously had restricted stages because of Olympics and international events. Patrick is a showman. He lives for the days like this. This is where you see Patrick shooting his best arrows. And he's won 3. He's won 3 titles 3 times, and he's 4 appearances in these finals. Michael starts, nice high 9.
Yeah. Good 10 from Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick nicely in there. So is this just about the only job you haven't done, Robert, in an operations room?
Pretty much. Everything except commentary.
Yeah. Another 9 from Michael.
Yeah.
Patrick is another archer who's here this weekend, who's off tomorrow to shoot in the European Field Championships. Very accomplished. There's 2 10s for Patrick. So Robert's just leaving us now, and Richard is here now. He's been out watching Richard's been out watching the practice range. He's got all the inside goss for us. Afternoon, Richard.
Hello, I'm out of breath now. So, catch up, where are we?
Michael's just shot at 26. Patrick's sat on 2 10s, set number 1. I said Patrick loves the stage like this.
Yeah, he's a star. He's born for the stage.
Looking very confident today. Oh,
that's a statement, isn't it?
Wow.
I'm here.
Good Patrick's here today, Richard.
He shot at Meriden yesterday. Had a good.
670.
Yeah, that was a reasonable score.
Yeah.
Um,
Did he do the matches
good in
as
his
well?
matches, yeah.
Okay.
He won.
Yeah. Oh, you'll be pleased. Yeah. He. How was it down on the practice range then?
Quite mellow, really. This
Yeah.
is, it's so hot down there.
I bet on the AstroTurf. Yeah. No one's doing too much.
No. A lot of talking going on. They're just preparing themselves mentally.
Yeah.
But yeah, Patrick was nice and relaxed down there. He's got his partner with him.
Yeah. Looks like she's come straight from work because she's a
Yes.
chef at a smart restaurant in Telford. Yeah.
The upshot is he gets amazing food. Every day he's got this tub after tub, and he can't go home until he's finished all this high quality, beautiful food.
Oh,
so
wow. Lucky man.
He is lucky.
Excellent. So we've got light breeze out there, but it's hot.
Yes. Yeah, temperature's gone up for sure.
So yeah, just saying, Michael, he's tough to beat in these matches. He grits them out a bit, but Patrick looks like he's brought game.
You can never write Michael off. He's a tough competitor in matches.
Yeah.
He's had a few years in the British team.
Yeah.
When he's good, he's really good.
Yeah.
Holds a long time. It's a very intense shot. And Patrick holds a long time as well. But Judd's even longer. There's a slower tempo than the last women's match.
Michael shooting the Yucca.
Yeah, French bow.
Solid. It's where he was in the first match. Patrick looks like he's up for it. Four in a row, I think.
Yes, it looks. Specsaver says it's in. Oh, that's a big twitch.
No, he wasn't happy on that one, was he?
That's the downside of holding a long time. If you have a twitch or the click goes off prematurely, then
nothing you can do.
You're in trouble. Not quite in control. And the way Patrick's shooting, you can't give him anything, can you?
I feel like Patrick's on it today.
Yeah, when Patrick's on, of course, he's absolutely world class. He can shoot amazing at times.
He was a bit late loading then, wasn't he? Yeah. So he lost 6 seconds before he even put his arrow in the bow.
Yes. So if you think Patrick has, it's a very heavy draw weight bow.
Oh, he's changed his arrow. Look, he threw an arrow out onto the floor. I'm guessing he didn't like it, and then
maybe then crack knock or something. So that wastes a bit of time, doesn't it? I said, like what I said this morning, check. It doesn't go in your quiver unless you're very happy to shoot it, because that's a situation where you shoot it and you lose points, or you lose time, and then that can mess up your shot. So don't go in your quiver without checking them. You need that's just, doesn't matter what level you're at. Saves pain, saves you looking for an arrow in the grass or losing a match.
So we got a couple of top 8 here have all worked really well and earned their spots. A couple of big guys missing this week. Tom Hall, who won the last 2, not here today. He didn't make it. Same with James Woodgate. And it's just purely through their Olympic commitments. They just couldn't get to enough stages, or
so James
they've got very limited chances. He had the World Youth and the Olympics,
so
and
you just couldn't do
nothing
all the
he could do.
So he would have been one of the favourites today. But,
but who's Patrick's looking on fire?
Yeah,
who's going to?
Yes, obviously Patrick's an out-and-out favourite.
Who's going to stand up against him?
Keith Harding, he's had a really good steady season. Ranked number 1.
Yeah,
in the
runner up last year.
Training really hard, and he's up for it. You could see him going all at the final. I don't see any reason why he shouldn't. But there's always a but. I mean, the we've got Ryan Holden, we've got Steve Kent, you've got Conor Hall, and Roger Castillo. They've all.
Patrick struggles to beat Conor in matches.
Yes, well, they went to school together.
They're big mates.
And Conor is again a tough competitor in matches. Every match is going to be fascinating.
Michael's hanging up. Yeah, he's just hanging up. He's not getting his length at all. He's making this way too easy for Patrick. Again, under no pressure, he's just going to shoot tens.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Patrick shoots a very high, very intensive mental game.
Yes.
So when he's on it, he can be really on it. The issue is if he loses that high edge, then it's really hard to keep it going. So he's got to keep that. He's got to push himself all the time to get exactly the shot he wants.
Two nines there, that's more than enough he needs at the moment. Yeah, it's actually harder now for Patrick to shoot the tens because he doesn't need he's just doing the job now, isn't he? That high level is easier almost sometimes when someone else is throwing it down. There you go, that'll do him. He'll be pleased with that. Past the first round.
Yeah, no, he's had a. Yeah, it's a good match. 6-0.
6-0.
He's felt the stage, he knows the conditions. Absolutely fine. Sad for Michael, that's not what he normally shoots.
No.
He's a lot better now. He'll be disappointed.
Yep. I'm sure he didn't want Patrick first round either. You know, it's
because he's done very well in matches all season, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he's
really good.
Yeah. So he's back to the training field for Michael to maybe wanted to get it right for next time.
I wish he'd just shorten his draw length down a bit.
Yeah,
there Michael topped it.
He does look overdrawn.
It's too hard. Shouldn't be that hard.
He's shooting on the very extreme limit.
Yeah.
And a lot of the good archers around the world are shooting short of a length, so they can move off both sides when they need to. It's easier. It's easier to make expansion extending, but when you're on the limit, unless you, it's just so difficult. You're on a knife edge.
Yeah. There we go. There's Patrick and Jelly.
Yes.
As Ed, she's going to come straight from work to support him today.
Yeah, I think he's got his work pants on as well.
Yeah.
He's getting involved in the business as well now.
Ah, cool. Just waiting for confirmations.
Because I think Patrick's brother's a chef.
Okay.
So it's kind of in the family.
Just imagine going to a restaurant and Patrick meeting you front of the house. I think he'd give you a good welcome.
Yes, he would. He really would.
So, match number 1 over in a flash.
Right, so,
first of our we got 3 debutants in the men's this afternoon, which is great again.
Yes.
And here's our first one this afternoon, Roger Castillo.
So Roger was, he obviously lives in Barnsley.
Yeah.
Or Yorkshire anyway. But he's Spanish.
Yeah.
He was Spanish. He's trying to get British citizenship.
Yeah.
He used to be on the Spanish Youth Academy in his younger days. Left the sport and he's come back and he really wants to be good.
Yes.
He's working really hard.
So Alex Wise, Roger Castillo.
Alex, yeah, I mean he's been a very consistent competitor over the last 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Really good junior. Be in the senior GB team.
Yes. Helped win the spaces for Tokyo.
Just missed out for Tokyo. He was a reserve, but has actually stepped up his training since then.
Yeah.
In a way, his training has been, you could say, double what it used to be.
Yeah.
Which short term perhaps doesn't help some of his performances now.
It's you don't. Yeah, if you practice a lot this week, you don't see the benefit next week.
It will pay dividends in the future. So it'll be good to see where he's at, because we all want a good performance for confidence. Again, when he's on it, he's he can shoot really well.
So Roger, for me, this is classic KSL technique.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, that's a big part of the what the Spanish team do now.
Yeah.
They do a pseudo version of KSL. Perhaps a slightly softer, easier, smoother version, which I actually quite like. Gives them good results.
Oh,
that's just, yeah.
Nice shot.
See with Alex, he has a really good attacking shot.
Yep. Obviously, Alex champion here in 2018 as well.
Yeah, it's a lot more. So the Castillo technique is a little bit more angular. It just means that you're drawing more horizontally than vertically.
Yep.
It's a different way of loading and getting across your back. And when you get it right, actually, the potential to be accurate is incredibly high.
Yeah.
It's a very controlled, robotic kind of system.
It requires a lot of strength.
Yes, it requires more strength than just a simple, you say more Korean vertical kind of technique that we see a lot of. It's very popular around the world.
That'll do for Roger. Got him the first set anyway.
Yeah, a couple of loose shots from
Alex's first shot was great.
Lots of adrenaline.
Do you recognise who's coaching Alex Wise down there? Who he's got? Oh.
Well, bring in the best, don't you?
You can't see her on the other cameras.
I don't understand why the baby's not there as well. That would be.
That was great fish. I'm surprised Alex's. They went high his second and third shot.
Yes, and again, I think when we talk about areas in the target, that there's a default error for archers going high as one of Alex's.
Yeah.
Because you're so aggressive in the shot, sometimes he gets a bit carried away and they go higher than he'd like. Yeah, it's a big contrast in styles, isn't it? If Roger does well today, might be getting phone calls from the Spanish team managers thinking, hang on a minute, what's going on here?
He still talks to them. He's good friends with Elias, is it their head coach?
Elias.
And they were on the junior program together, I think.
Elias Quest, yeah, a good friend of mine, but yeah.
Strong looking shot. I'd give you slight tweak, Alex.
Still a bit high, yes.
Oh, there you go.
It looked clean enough. I don't know why he's gone over there. Is there a bit of breeze?
The flag is moving, but not a great amount.
I mean, Alex is pulling 48 pounds, so he actually shouldn't be moving that much.
Good looking shot, but a bit of a group. He just needs to
again, it's just not sent. That
watch his string alignment.
That could have been 3 hours in the yellow, or 28, something like that.
Roger with an 8, so sneaks the second set as well.
So what do you think Naomi will be saying to
move site.
Alex now?
Trust your process, move your site.
I've said that to Naomi many times. Move your site.
It's easy to coach.
Move your site.
Coaches can see everything.
It's a different I know.
An archer uses,
It's always like, move your site. Now, why did you move your site? It's just,
you know. No, it was the shot. It didn't feel right. Well, that's your shot today. Move your site.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, Naomi's a tough coach, isn't she?
Yeah.
And you see on target 1 pulling the head up there, that's Max Oakley, who's one of the new up-and-coming cadets. Only just 14, I think.
Yeah.
Working really,
Brilliant.
really hard.
He loves coming to these events and watching.
He comes to them all, and he's a great helper, but at some point he won't be able to because he'll be shooting.
Yeah, we know that. We know that.
He wants to join the tour next year and do it.
Yeah.
He'll be ready for 70 metres.
Well, I always said to him, you know, if he, and there's people who helped at these events and then they've gone on to make finals, they found it very easy to settle in because they're so used to being around them.
Exactly.
And you know everything that's going on.
It's just growing up.
Nothing's a shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Observing and taking part or in helping or volunteering or spectating around these events, you learn so much. You just absorb all the good stuff.
Yep. You see the arrows in the target and you learn what you've got to get.
And that's normal.
Yep.
It's not a stress when you get out there.
Good shot.
You know, all these guys, they are shooting on a stage. It's high intensity. There's a lot of adrenaline.
Yeah, Roger's settled in really well for a first timer, Richard.
He looks comfortable, doesn't he?
Yep. Effective, his technique.
Too much again.
It was weak, wasn't it? I thought it looked a bit weak as he shot it.
Forced it.
Oh, just happy. You know, he's chugging away, and then I'll just follow you up.
You had him then. Now you've opened the door again.
Yeah, you let him off.
Will he be punished for that?
That looked good.
That's
You could see that shot.
That's his A shot. That's what he can do so well.
So
he has to keep.
Roger now needs to not lose the set now.
Oh, there you go.
Cheeky, yeah.
Well done.
327s for Roger. 5-1. Not over.
No. So Alex has to seriously fight back now to get to a shoot-off.
Yep, but it can be done. Kath Fitzpatrick there with Roger as well. She's like Yorkshire area coach, and I know she's encouraging him to shoot a lot. So
yes, you've been working with him for
good support.
some time now.
Yep.
Kath's been a pathway coach forever, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's been she was coaching when I was a junior. So. You can see the arrow flying on this camera.
Yeah, the light's picking up, or the vanes are picking
up. That's
the
how
light.
it means it's bright, though, doesn't it? When you can see the arrows doing that.
It is bright. Well, he's got to calm himself here, think about what his good processes are. Where's the middle? Where do I need to aim to hit the middle? All these questions he'll be asking of himself. I can do this. All the promptings. Roger will be thinking, just one more point. I've got this. One more point.
Never think that. That's what Alex has got to do.
Yes.
Very intense shot.
He is, yeah. Long term, we have to soften that shot.
Steady, steady.
Showing good mental control, isn't he?
Good arrow. Very calm.
Well, it's still tied, so.
Alex needs a 10. Really does. Keep this match going. That'll do.
There you go.
So Roger, 10 to win.
You can do it.
Yeah, and if he gets it, he deserves it. Oh, 28 again.
Okay, so
yeah.
pendulum swings. 1 arrow can. It's amazing
yeah,
how
now Roger's thinking, oh, I can't afford to lose this one. Then shoot off.
Yes.
It's just, it's absolutely mental. The crazy.
I know. Yeah, that set becomes a negative for one and a real positive for the other, and then you have this massive swing.
And Alex is like, I've got him a bit of momentum now. Find my centre. I do think that's 427s for Roger.
Yep, very consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kisikli style technique is not coached in this country.
No.
But it is in a lot of countries now. It's growing rapidly and on variations of it. I've coached it a fair bit when I've been abroad.
Yeah.
People have already started doing it. It has a lot of great qualities. I think some people dismiss it because they don't understand it. But technically and physically it's very difficult, but the potential accuracy is
when you get it right. Yeah.
You know, different techniques have, I don't want to say any particular kind of technique has a ceiling of scores you can achieve with it.
Yeah.
And a well executed Kisikli kind of technique is, I think, is a higher potential level. With more angular kind of movements than the vertical.
Obviously the greatest exponent is Brady.
Yes, I mean he is a master at it. I think he was number one. He was the number one Kisikli. Yeah,
he kind of developed it after when he left Australia. He developed it a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, because Kisikli is a Korean, of course, and it's a different variation of Korean, but from different angles. Highly effective. Takes some time to master it.
Yeah. Alex with a 9. Oh, line a 9. So Roger can keep in this set. He can keep in the set with a good... Anything in the yellow here will keep this set alive for him. Just a little bit of first time he's shown tension, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Seeing the finish line.
Yeah. Oh,
Alex.
Alex.
Oh, no.
Did he overcook it? He hasn't. Does not understand.
Puzzled about it. That's gosh.
Oh, 10. He needed the 10, and he got it. Yeah.
Well, that's a good scalp for Roger. A very good scalp.
I don't know what happened to Alex on that last shot. That was a real shock for Alex there.
To aim on the middle and hit a 6 is something serious about his angle point. He hasn't got the sitting right there.
Did he rush it?
It was very forced.
Yeah.
I think a rush of blood maybe. Yes, I've got a shoot off coming here. He hasn't stayed in the present.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. A couple of last arrows where they needed a good arrow.
He'll be very disappointed with that. He knows he's better than that. Good luck to Roger.
He dug deep for that last arrow then.
Create your own opportunities.
And had some swings, didn't it, that match?
Yes, it could have gone either way.
Just waiting for official confirmations. But needed a 10 last arrow to make sure. Yeah.
I don't think Alex can believe that.
No, no. No, he's going to be really upset with that, Alex.
Yeah. Yes, the initial emotions is pain from losing, but you've got to be a bit smarter than that. You have to pick the bones up. How did I let that happen? What did I do? What was the process of events that I didn't perform like I know I can do? What's breaking down? And if you can get a handle on that, that makes you stronger next time. You can't just dismiss it.
He's really struggling. He's in a bit of confusion there.
Yes. What do we do now? I've won. great. Ah, he did well.
So Roger will go on to meet Patrick.
Yes.
Doesn't get any easier for winning, does it?
No, you keep getting a higher level archer.
So, two very different matches, and our third match we'll see Conor Hall and Stevie Kent.
Because they're training partners, aren't they? And
Bowbrook Massive.
Do they work together as well now?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Could
so
be.
they obviously know each other inside out.
Yeah.
Obviously, Conor's been around a long time. Very good match shooter. Steve was a good junior, wasn't he? Then.
Well, he shot like the Southern Circuit areas.
Yes.
He's never really put himself out on the circuit till this year.
Nationally, he's showing really good promise.
He'd turn up at one event a year and shoot a good score, and you go, "Who was that guy?"
Yes.
But now, this year he shot 664 last weekend, I think.
Yes, so
it's getting there.
Yeah, it's a good 9+ average, isn't it? What he's been doing all season. First time I've seen him on the stage.
Yeah, Conor's been in a couple of finals. He's lost some real close matches in this. He's never on the podium, but he's had some. He's always always come up against the wrong guy
But
almost.
But he has beaten everybody in the country
multiple times.
Yeah.
Got a medal as a junior at a field event as well. Also tomorrow,
yes,
going out to the European
he's
Field
a very
Championships.
Good field archer. That obviously from Northern Ireland is a big part of their culture.
They have a lot of field shoots. Yeah.
He came from Northern Ireland.
Good hat choice from Steve, by the way, for today.
I think he's copied Penny.
Yeah.
That's a very easy shot, isn't it?
Yep.
Very smooth and easy. Conor tends to hold a long time, quite intense. Very careful.
Yeah. Conor had a brother who shot compound as well very well. I don't think he's shooting at the moment, Matt. There you go. Yeah.
Getting closer. His body was swaying a little bit there.
Yeah. Saw that. He just swayed out a bit.
Very important that your stance and your core is stable. So you're not letting the body
he was nervous on that one. He was just a bit nervous on that one. He was just thinking, I can win the set. Yeah.
We have to keep that conscious mind occupied.
Yes.
Give it something else to do.
Yeah. Conor just look at group.
Well,
that's a 10-size group, Conor.
It is.
Yeah. Now, I like that Steve had a look at his own group. I've not seen enough people do that this weekend.
Yes, you need to, because the coach is calling numbers out to you and positions, and you can't always picture what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you actually see it, that's a big difference.
Too many people, my interpretation of just out at 7, might not be your interpretation of just out at 7 or theirs,
Yeah.
It's low left, but how low left? How far out? Yeah, the last shot, he just thought it through, but he finished the shot.
Yeah, archers like to hear different calls. Some like to hear, 9 high left, 9 low, whatever. Some like to hear 9.5 at 2 o'clock or whatever. And some people can process that, some can't.
Yeah.
In this digital age, a lot of people don't know what quarter past is or 10 past is. You can't picture it.
No.
So usually the archer will command the judge to tell them the way they want to hear it. So normally the qualification round, they would have the binoculars or the scope on the line so they could see it themselves. But
they have got the monitors in front of them, but like us seeing it here, you're just seeing it from the low side, and it's not straight on, is it?
No.
And it's very bright as well out there, so.
Oh, good start for Stevie.
Yep. Nice, lovely line. Good shooting. Nine. I just feel like it's a little tense. It's quite tense, isn't it?
It is tense.
He grimaced a bit.
Yeah.
He knew it.
It's an 8.
So 9 for the set. There we go.
Good shot
nice.
again. So
nice.
4-0.
It's quite Steve shot it, but I call very simple. There's not a lot to go wrong with it.
That's a good philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really straightforward.
The more complicated the technique is, the harder it is to do under pressure.
Yeah.
We have to keep it simple.
Yeah. It's just it's a no fuss. Gets on with it. Good, strong front arm. Yeah.
I'd like to see the follow through
a little more
in line.
Yeah.
It all comes out a little bit, so that can.
Yeah.
The danger is it can open the groups.
Yeah.
You want the string hand or the fingers to be tracing the neck all the way around the back of the neck. That's the most accurate way of doing it, really. It's easy to be consistent that way. There's a difference between releasing and loosing. I think you'll see with Conor, he releases. He's actually opening the fingers, whereas I think Stevie does a bit of that as well. Whereas you'll see like a Penny this morning, she's loosing. The string is pushing the fingers out the way, and the fingers go right along and around the back of the neck in the shortest, fastest route.
So a 4-0 lead.
Right, Conor has to get a good start now.
No, Conor hasn't found his way, has he, at all?
No.
Nine, keeping it steady. Steve can really take control of this set. Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Straight in the X. Yeah.
It's, sorry, mate. I'm knocking you out.
Conor's just not put pressure on him.
No, nothing.
All, which is unusual for Conor.
Oh, no. His release wasn't clean.
No. I mean, Conor yesterday went and shot a York round.
We're nervous. Oh, wow.
Conor perhaps didn't have the best preparation. He went and shot a York round yesterday down at the Royal Tox, which is a fantastic event to do. I wouldn't dissuade anybody, but was that the best preparation for today? I think that's probably one of the questions.
I think there were a few went there yesterday.
And a long journey up down there, a long journey back up.
Yeah.
You have to think about
I'd have been if I wanted to shoot yesterday, I'd have been at Meriden. No offence to the Royal Tox.
Well, just for preparation for an event, it's got to be right, hasn't it?
Yep.
It's nice to do everything, but you have to think clearly, well, will it benefit me or not? Yes, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah. So Steve Kent makes short work of Conor with a 6-0.
Yes, yeah, it was...
very nervous there,
despite being really nervous.
Yeah.
It was...
he held it, though.
Yes, hold it together. So hopefully he can start to relax a little bit with it now and start to trust himself and use his technique to get good scores. Do you think, was that a surprise result or not? Well, Stevie's...
I'm going to say yes, because Conor's way more experienced.
He's got the experience, but Stevie's had a good circuit, hasn't he? He's made great progress. He's moved up to Shropshire and he's done a lot of shooting.
Yep.
Yeah, very interesting.
There's a little group of them training at Bowbrook now, isn't there?
And that's a good thing. If you keep a good group of archers training together, it's amazing how they can push each other on.
Absolutely, and that's what we saw there. So in the next match is there another member of that trio, which is Ryan Alden, and he's against Keith Arden. So Keith going to be favourite, but Ryan can really handle himself with the bow as well.
Yes, Ryan, when he gets it right, again, he can score there as a youth international.
Yep.
He has his own business now, doesn't he?
Yep.
He runs that alongside his training. Very strong.
Yes. So this is quite a tough match for these two, I think.
Keith is wearing his favourite tea cosy.
It's really hot, Keith.
I know, it must be a bad hair day for him. But no, he actually likes to wear that to shield his eyes. He pulls it down halfway over his eyes sometimes.
Yeah.
And,
so Ryan hasn't got a hat on. Interesting to see how he does.
Yes, I would recommend they all wore a hat today. I think it's missing the point if they don't. You need your eyes in shade, unless you're squinting. So you can see, yeah, he's shielding his eyes with it. So it is quite functional, even if it is hot.
Mm. High 7. Nervous first arrows there.
Start from both of them. So
yeah.
Sometimes you can get rid of your nerves quickly that way.
As you said, it's very hot down on the Astro, so that it won't be accurate.
No.
It's a practice range on AstroTurf, and it won't just opposite directions.
I think the women from this morning would have fancied the chances.
I think they would have. Yeah.
Gone for another check.
So 22 from Keith. Anything better than an 8? Oh, no. We're at a tie on 22. That's not good enough, guys.
It's not unusual to see a weak first set from a lot of people, really.
Yeah.
And then settle down afterwards.
So Ryan's nice and straight, but he's high. And Keith's already at the line waiting to go again. Oh, Keith hasn't brought anyone with him. Going solo. I don't know what kind of poundage are these. Do we know what they're on?
Keith is 48, 49, I think.
Yeah.
48. He used to shoot a lighter bow. This year he's moved up to 46, then to 48. I think Ryan is over 50.
Yeah.
I think he sometimes has a mid kind of 50 weight. I don't know what he's on today, because he is very strong. I wouldn't recommend anybody goes to those weights just for the sake of it.
No.
It's a lot of applied training, and
if you just
to get up to that, it's not a quick journey.
No.
And it has to be right. But there's a thought that the heavier the bow, the potential accuracy is higher.
Yes.
But it's whether you can handle it. You handle what you can handle. You
Yeah.
can't go beyond that. There's definite advantages from more weight. Best example is Marinus Bowley from Italy.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's a 10.
And now he's found it settled down. You know, Olympic silver medalist.
Yeah.
Seeing 64. He'd actually gone down from 68. Which is phenomenal.
It's more than
isn't
the
it?
Compounds League
I
allowed
know.
to shoot. And then an 8 from Ryan. Ryan's a little bit on the right hand side. I do wonder if Ryan should have a hat or something. I don't think he's helped himself out. 10 again from Keith.
Yeah, Keith's on it now. I've never seen him wear a hat.
No.
But it's part of, you've got to have a hat you come with, but it's part of your kit. It's a performance thing that you need.
Ooh, that's odd. He's just left Ryan a small chance to get a tie. Oh, there you go. Look at that. 10. Yeah. 2-all.
That's a big swinger in 1 hour, isn't it?
Unbelievable. Looking really comfortable for the set, and then one loose shot.
With 1 hour to go, it's never over.
No.
You know, most times you've got a chance of making it or breaking it, haven't you? The first 2 tens are absolutely beautiful. Really good process. Your grand shot, okay, it just wasn't centred.
No. But he got there. So it's almost like we've had 2 ends of practice almost, isn't it?
Yes.
They've got a 3-set match now. See those flutter flags, the advertising, the big 5-metre sails, the very light material. They're waving around, but there's the windsock,
Well, they're
bump, and the target flags.
but they're both pointing inwards, so that it's
yeah, that's slightly.
yeah, it's just slightly head on, I think. It's not doing anything in particular. Then, you know, any kind of breeze or wind, the stronger, well-executed shots with direction drift much less than a soft shot. You get away with a lot more. colours and the arrows. It's not.
That looks a good arrow. There you go. Yeah, yeah. I said that. See how quick that one went off.
I mean,
to his others.
yeah, archers were always brilliant. It's always the wind's fault when it doesn't hit the middle.
Yeah.
But
Keith matches it.
if the wind doesn't change, well.
Not quite good enough. Keith with a chance to take it here. That's a 9, 26 apiece. That's 5-3. Unconfirmed.
It's definitely a trend to the right, isn't it?
Yep.
Keith carefully checking his arrows there.
That's what you've got to do. That was a lovely shot. Look at that. Did look good.
Yep. So, possibility of a shoot-off here if Ryan has it.
We didn't get one this morning, Richard.
No.
We deserved one.
We're due one, yes. I want to see one.
Yeah, come on, Ryan. Nothing personal, Keith. And then so set number 5. Keith Harden leading Ryan Holden 5 sets to 3. Ryan will shoot first. It's all over to him to see if he can make Keith work hard.
Oh,
Again, his flow.
yes. Good timing, good flow. That's his shot. It's how do you get that every time?
It looked really easy, didn't it? Yeah, that's a 10. Yeah.
It's still on the right-hand side, Keith. You need to move your sights a
Keith's
bit.
getting a lot of 10s, but his loose arrows have made this match harder than it should have been for him. Oh, nice arrow.
And again, it's 2 in success. They were proper shots, weren't
Yeah.
they? Great execution. Yeah, loose one from Keith. So
There we go. So, Ryan. Nice shot. You got this. That'll do.
it was an anxious
It was
shot,
anxious,
but it's enough.
yeah.
So,
Shoot off.
thank you.
Hey.
I asked for one.
Yeah. No, everything's right
Again,
for Keith.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see the groups in, but you just don't trust that they're going there, and you're frightened to move the sight enough.
Yeah.
We can be overcautious. We're frightened of going the other side.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, if I over-adjust it.
You have to know how many clicks required to move it one colour or half a colour. You need
Or
to know that.
Some people do aim off, obviously.
Or aim off, yeah. I prefer the aiming off, but
I think on a day like today, though, when there's no wind, it's more of a click day, isn't it?
here it's just they're not quite centred.
Yeah.
So the 10s you see like the right-hand side of the group, or something like that, or the left-hand side of the group.
They've both been predominantly right through the whole match. But yeah, this is going to come down now to a single arrow. Doesn't matter about score, it just matters about who's the closest to that centre X marked in the middle of the target.
Yeah, it's just one arrow now, isn't it?
Yep, new faces, guys, don't forget.
Before, if you both got 10s, it was shoot again, wasn't it? But now it's just...
Are they changing the faces? Please tell me they're changing the faces. No? Huh? Okay.
This is where you need to see the heart monitors. This is...
yeah.
Heart rate can rise dramatically. All the anticipation. In these situations, you just want to shoot your normal shot. You don't want to do anything extra. You need to know where the middle is, where to aim it.
Yep.
Do your normal shot. Don't do more. Don't do less. Certainly don't do more. Don't do extra. Nice smooth, nice and easy. Let the bow shoot the arrow.
Wow. That was disappointing. Didn't look like a bad shot.
It didn't.
He held. That's 8. Oh, it was the shoot-off was a bit like the match. Scrappy.
Yes. Yeah, great result for Ryan. Yeah, he did well there to win. Keith will be disappointed, of course.
Yeah.
That wasn't what he would have expected.
Wow, what a bizarre last four.
Yes.
Patrick's against Roger. So we've got all three of our first timers have made the last 4. So Patrick's against Roger Castillo in the first semi, and then it'll be Ryan and Steve. So it's Bowbrook at the Bowbrook side of the draw. Steve won the Bowbrook champ. Then the Ryan.
That's the great thing about head-to-head matches. Nobody can ever be a favourite.
No.
Nobody's going to give you a match. Reputation stands for nothing.
It's true.
You've still got to stand there and shoot your arrows as best you can.
I don't. Keith's shot did not look like a 5 when he shot it.
No, I thought that was a good clean shot.
Must have just been released somewhere.
Again, it's what was he seeing? Was the sight on the middle?
Yep.
Knowing Patrick will be going into this really confident, won't he?
Yeah, go on. Okay, so here's our brackets so far from today. Obviously there, Keith and Ryan, we just saw that on the 1 hour shoot off, and then Steve Kent beat Conor Hall 6-0, so that gives us a Holden and Kent semi. And then the other side of the draw, Patrick beat Judd. And Roger Castillo beat Alex Wise. So here we go.
So I think Stevie, Roger first.
Yeah.
Patrick, with his experience, of course, is a favourite here. Can Roger create a big surprise?
Well, he just was steady through the first match. We did nothing crazy, did he?
Yes.
Caught a few 10s when he needed them.
This is a match that Patrick should win, but there's always a but, isn't there?
Yeah, well, Patrick looked up for the first match.
Yes. If he does what he normally does, he should be absolutely fine. But this is match play.
Absolutely. I think Patrick's trying to cook up something good today.
Very good.
Look at that, he's trying to work out where he wants his hat though to shield him.
The flat cap is a throwback to the 70s when days I used to shoot. And,
yep.
We all had flat caps.
Outright again. What is going on with all these brights? I'm pointing it down to the brightness. Loose, very loose. Anything better than a 7? That'll do him.
That was a good shot.
Yeah.
It's very easy when you're watching to say why they're going right, why they're going right. But it happens. It's very difficult to think clearly in these situations.
Yeah, it's about identifying, isn't it? Yeah.
Your first instinct was, well, that was a bad shot.
Yeah.
And what was it?
Yeah.
Was it me or was it the wind? And there's clearly not much wind, is there? So it's the archer. But if that's the shot they're producing, then you've got to go with the sight.
Good last arrow though from Patrick.
He's been there and done it so many times. He's had a reasonable year this year internationally. He had 4th place in the Paris World Cup. He had some reasonable finishes, but not where he has been or could be. I think he's bubbling there. I think he's not far away from being on top form. It's very hard to do it year after year after year, to be fresh, you know, and keep the intensity. That seemed to go a little bit before he was ready, didn't it? Didn't have the full power behind it.
Roger needs a good arrow here. I don't think that's enough.
Long hold.
We didn't like it. 26 apiece.
Right.
Bit of a let off.
You can't ease off for a second. You really can't.
No, not when it's 3 arrows. So Roger will be like, oh, I got a point there.
Could have been 4-0 down. Now it's 3-1.
Big difference.
Just gives you a little bit of confidence.
So 3-1.
All to play for.
Roger gets to shoot first.
It's all right.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, that's a good shot.
He loves to aim.
Yeah, you know, Patrick's shot is influenced by KSL as well. You know, he has slight angular draw.
Group. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it's all about this angular draw, get across the back, very tight anchor, very intense. It's not a constant movement kind of shot. There's a lot of tensions in different parts of the body.
No, Roger. He's not quite finding it at all. Not quite in the middle, is he?
No, not centered.
His body language isn't great. He's a bit like. 5-1 lead now for Patrick. He's a big aimer, isn't he?
Yes, he is an aimer. That's his instinct. You'd actually make a very good compound archer because he's so good at aiming. The thing about the Kisikli kind of shot, it's very much having a fixed back sight and a fixed front sight on the target.
Yeah.
And then you have to find a way to get expansion so the arrow comes through the clicker. But actually, there was a chat with Kisikli where he asked the question like, does the arrow come through the clicker or does the clicker move away from the bow?
Oh, wow.
And with the Kisikli kind of shot, it is the bow is moving away from the arrow. The principle is the arrow is fixed in space and the archer is moving around it in a way. Because when you think about what is a compound shot, you have a fixed front sight, fixed back sight, you come to a stop, your front sight and your back sight are lined up, and you hit what you point at virtually. Whereas obviously with us, we've got trying to get those principles, but we have to have some way of movement so we get a click.
Yeah.
So and the top archer finding different ways to create the movement that the arrow, the clicker clicks, and then we can execute the shot. And it's not a push, it's not a pull. There are rotations going on. There's different muscles activated to. If you think of the triangle from above, we're squashing the triangle.
Yes.
And every archer's got their own little way of doing that.
That's the best shot Roger's made of the match.
Yeah, good. So, for example, for Brady, he's done that with like a chest rotation so inside the bow, and that creates the movement. Patrick's is a little bit like that.
Yeah.
But again, it requires a lot of strength and mental toughness to make that kind of shot.
Yeah.
It takes some working out. You have to really understand the principles. Top archers are moving away from just a string side pull through the clicker. Yeah. It has its upper limits of how good you can be.
Ooh. He didn't like it, but he got a 9. So 18, 17 apiece.
No,
not enough. Didn't look like it was going to be out the yellow, but
a little tentative, wasn't it?
9 to win. Well, actually 8 to win, isn't it? That'll do him.
It wasn't his best shot, but good enough. Got 9. Well done.
That's a 7-1 to Patrick.
So it was a good win, but he didn't shoot as good as his first match.
Yeah.
But it's all about winning. There aren't any extra prizes for artistic impression or anything like that, like it is in some sports. This is it's where the arrows hit.
Wasn't quite the averages that we were looking for.
No, I think the average has been down on all this morning's matches.
Way down. We're probably around a 26 average, I'd say, in the matches with the men so far.
Yeah, not far away from that.
He's winning.
Yes. Yeah. Another final for Patrick.
But it's the he's won it 3 times, as I said. Okay, so our second semi-final coming up now. Steve Kent, Ryan Holden, clubmate match. I think Steve's just running a club champs here today.
I think that's probably what it is.
Yeah. I think Bowbrook Archers are running their club champs. See if Archery
GB. Is there a Bowbrook trophy here?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, Bowbrook is it's an outstanding club, isn't it? What they've developed in just a few years. They've got lovely grounds. They have archery there for everybody, whatever you want to do. They've got field course, they do clout, they've got high level elite stuff, they've got recreational stuff, they've got an indoor range. It's really a super setup.
Nice steady 9 there from Steve. And during the pandemic last year, they allowed quite a lot of access to the pathways and stuff, didn't they? So
yes,
a lot of people joined it.
all credit to them. Yeah, not every club was in a position to be able to do that, but Bowbrook really helped a lot of the team archers and the juniors.
Nice.
Quite aggressive, isn't he?
He's settled into this game, hasn't he?
Shooting those, yes. Bit of a cant there to the left.
I was just
Ryan,
thinking Ryan's bow's canting a bit, yeah. Didn't notice it in the first match.
And that's connected to posture.
Yes.
Arching his back.
There's an 8. So Ryan, 10 will take the first set. 9 for a tie. Oh,
that was a.
Is that what a big poundage does for you if you have a 111?
Yes, it's difficult to replicate that shot each time.
Wait. Well, decent opening end. 27 apiece. You actually see when the arrow went, his front shoulder was actually in position. Yeah. The back was bad, but he maintained the shoulder position.
It was like a compound finish, wasn't it? You see
yeah.
A lot of shots go off like that. But it was very deliberate. He wanted that arrow to go in the middle. He was trying to make a good shot happen, rather than just that easy just to let that. It wasn't right, but he could let a weak shot go off and scored.
Yeah, 7 and
lost
6.
the points. Yeah, so he, with the right intensity, you can rescue points. It's not pure technique, but it's grit and determination sometimes. Of course, as a coach, I want to get him on the practice field and make him do it properly.
Mike says X, doesn't he? And gets a lot of them first shot. I was going to say, yeah.
10. Game on.
Keeping in the middle.
He goes from being really aggressive to a bit careful, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's not consistent.
19 apiece. We like seeing the arrows in the middle, then, Richard. We like seeing 9 and arrows in the goal sorting out these matches. Oh, this is brave. You have to get on now.
4, 3.
Oh, wow.
Okay. No.
Wow.
Yeah, don't panic.
Oh, 28 tie now. You've got to remain very calm to come down.
Well, yeah, when there's not much time.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
And the arrow, you got to put the arrow, reset the arrow on the clicker, and it falls off. You know, because you're rushing.
Yes.
It makes it worse. Ryan's shot's looking better this match than last match.
He's settling down. I mean, he can shoot very well sometimes. He beat Patrick in the last National Tour event, didn't he?
Yep, up at Barnsley.
That's the thing, everybody here, I think they've probably all beaten each other at some point. And when you know that, that makes it more tense.
Yes. A little bit. His release isn't clean at the moment.
No, that's the big inconsistency in his shot. That's the thing to work on when he goes back to his coach.
Ryan looking like he's growing in confidence with every arrow at the moment. He's finding his mark, isn't he?
Steve's great up until the point of execution. Then he
that was a good one. Yeah.
It stutters a bit. It's not a free flowing, and the path is not quite right. There's a lot of gains he can make there.
Yeah.
Ryan's a bit more balanced when he gets it right.
Yes. So, big chance here for Ryan. Oh, what a lovely shot.
It. 3 good arrows.
It's my favourite arrow of the men's session today. That was a cracking shot.
Yes, that was very deliberate, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, he saw his chance and he's like, I'm having this. Yeah. Nice shot, Ryan. Yeah, he looks quite settled out there. And
yeah, he looks comfortable, doesn't
yeah.
he?
I wonder if Bobrook came by bus. There's that many of them here. It's only a short ride, I know, but
I can see a few more in the crowd as well from Bobrook.
Yeah.
Surprised they're not cheering.
This is a big set now for both of these guys, I think.
Yes.
You know, the first timers, Ryan's 4-2 up, Steve's 4-2 down. Huge set.
Yes. Ryan's got to, Steve's got to get something out of this.
Yeah, he needs to start well, doesn't he? But yeah, that last arrow there was really, no messing, he got on with it. No fear about it, just...
Yeah. So Steve started most sets quite well, didn't
yeah.
he? See if he's straight on it. Just a little bit soft.
Yeah.
Just been a careful shot, really.
He just needs to watch this can. Yeah. Well.
Fortunately, there's nobody shooting on the left of him there.
It's a good job. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a 10. There you go.
He needed that. So those shots from Ryan, that's just showing a little bit anxious at times.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, he's just rushing them a bit. He's like, yeah, come on, back to where you were last set, Ryan. Composed. Yeah.
Body language is a meter of what's going on inside.
Yeah. So, 10 for the split the set. Wasn't quite as
no.
From 3, the most lovely arrows you've seen. You think he just thought about that, didn't he?
Yeah.
So 4-all.
4-all.
Interesting match, isn't it? He's checking his arrows though. Look.
Good.
Good lad.
Learning.
Just checking all the values. Right, set 5. I can't call this one, Richard.
No, it's the ebbs and flows of this. You neither of them are favourite. It's who can hold the yellow, isn't it? This one. I think 3 hours in the yellow could win this.
Yeah, it's weird. He's been the one person who has his not so good ones do go left. Oh, long hold, long hold.
Who wants to win it?
Tense,
Who wants to win?
Come on. That was good. That was a good shot. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He knew it. Yeah.
Timing is important for Stevie. I think.
Yes.
He gets that slightly quicker shot. It's a much easier execution.
Oh, he's just fighting him a bit, isn't he?
Oh,
He's lost his balance. Steve's one up.
It's in his hands now, isn't it?
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
Yes. That works. A big shot when you need it.
Yeah. That'll do it. Oh, that's a decent last shot from Ryan in the 9. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Just wait for the... I don't think there's any problems with the judge decisions there, because Steve's 10s are really good.
Of course. Excellent finish from him. Tens are always good. Yeah, good turns, but still a lot of technique work required. It can be even better.
Wow. Ryan and Roger will shoot for bronze.
Yeah, both matches can go either way, I think. Let's see.
It's
Roger's a very steady shooter. We know that from what we've seen.
I don't feel anyone's got the experience edge now on that match.
No, not at all. Can go either way.
We now move into the medal matches. The first match will be the bronze match. And we will welcome the judge coach and archers momentarily while the team...
Okay, quick view of the brackets then, just to show you our progress for Steve Kent and Patrick's ways to the final. And then Ryan Holden and Roger, who lost the semis, will be taking on each other for the bronze in our next matchup. And that's going to be been a lot of tense little affairs. I've said it a few times this weekend, but that's going to be tense. I think we could have a really close final as well.
Yes.
Okay, Ryan Holden back up. Roger Castillo back up.
It's actually very difficult to lose a semi and then you're straight on to shoot
tough, isn't it?
a bronze match. It's the disappointment of losing, then you've got to reset very quickly, and it's quite hard to adjust.
Saw it really yesterday in the men's compound where Chris White should have won his semi. Last hour let him down, And literally, he's come straight back in for the bronze. You just see he was still so angry with himself.
Yes, be seething. Yes.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Was it Ryan first?
Possibly. No, yeah, Ryan first. Whoa.
Do you think why Conor
It
do
was
that
a
all the
1 hour.
time?
It was a 1 hour shoot off.
Yes.
I've won.
Yes. Magical shot.
Quarter 10, I think.
Yeah, it's a nice shot.
Uh-huh. 1-all. One point all, I reckon, on that one.
Not a breath of wind now, really. It's very, very calm. Tiny bit of flutter up this end, almost nothing.
Yeah.
Other end, it's still.
It's just hot and bright.
Kind of day you want to shoot. Quite fancy shooting today. I wouldn't shoot on a horrible weather anymore. But this kind of day, you love to
Get the
my
bow out. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so just having a good look at that one. Over Rogers. Ah.
It was out.
So, that's a 2-0 lead to Ryan. With his lovely first shot being the difference.
Yeah, that's his A shot. If you could do that shot every time with that kind of balance, and it'd be awesome. The next two were, one was soft and one was a struggle.
Yeah.
That's the frustration. We know what good is. But
Yeah.
How do we?
It's reproducing good.
How do we do it
reproducing good every time.
It's one of the reasons that the top archers tend to do quite a high volume. That repetition makes it easier to reproduce a good scoring shot under pressure. With lower volumes, well, it's a lot harder. It's not so automatic.
Nice shot. I'm surprised that went down there.
Yeah, I think that a fast shot is not such a good thing for Roger. He hasn't quite got the power on.
No. He got away with that.
Keep going low, Ryan.
I think it's his strong front shoulder saves him a lot.
That's what he has been working on, the front shoulder.
Roger has a very high grip, doesn't he? It looks like it's very...
Yes, I agree.
Oof.
That was a quick shot.
When he doesn't mess about, they go in the middle. love how he checks his hour. Really does check his hour as well. I think everybody is now. They've heard what happened this morning. They were paranoid, weren't they?
Yes, yeah. The lesson is there for everybody to see. That's part of Ryan's make, though. You know, with his job, he's very precise.
Yeah.
It has to be. Ryan's in touch with a medal here. One set away. Can Roger come back?
Yeah, he hasn't really troubled Ryan yet in this this bronze, does he?
No, not in this match.
He won the Surrey stage. I've never seen a guy. He was so happy when he won the. Shot really well that week.
Yeah, winning's fun.
Not again. Bailey's been low. Nice. No. I really want to go and put his bow upright, Richard. It's getting further and further.
I just want to run out there now.
Come on. Just do yeah. And then like a commentator's intervention.
Yes.
Okay, so Ryan, one nice shot, and he gets third place. I look good.
Excellent.
Oh, what a group.
Lovely group, yes.
Yeah, probably shot him too well, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fabulous.
Perhaps we should have it next year. We can call a timeout.
Yeah.
And then we can run out there and fix them.
Yeah, quick like.
And then get on with the match.
I know.
What do you think?
Yep. But that's how he was tipping his bow. That's probably why they've gone there. But he did it the same every time.
The problem is, but if you're tipping to the left like that, your arrow can slide off the button slightly.
And you get a tuning issue.
And then it
catch.
And then you get this weird shots can happen.
Well,
you know,
I was chatting to him at Surrey, and he was frustrated with catching fletchings on his rest. I think I know why.
Yes, I think.
He tried everything.
Honestly, if you're going to cant it the other way.
Yeah.
At least the arrow stays on your button. Better to be upright, of course.
But then J Bars famously won the Olympics tipping his bow loads. I don't remember which way he tipped it, but everybody was trying to copy it, weren't they?
I used to. Used to tell me all the time.
That was really, really good bronze match from Ryan there. I think he really attacked it. Eight of his 9 arrows in the yellow, 3 10s.
Yeah, I mean, even the ones where he kind of lost the shot, he rescued it, and he knew where the middle was, and he kept it in the yellow.
I'm pleased with that. Little check from Win and Win for him as well there. He'll be pleased with. Mind you, he's a plumber, so he'd have made more money going out plumbing today.
Yeah, just question his next bill. You might get some discount.
Outdoors final.
So, time for the final match of the weekend, and it's the Recurve Men's Gold Medal Final.
Yeah, this is what we've been waiting for. Big build-up.
Patrick Houston, Stevie Kent. Going to say Patrick's going to be favourite to take his fourth title in this event.
Gosh, yes, he's won it 4 times. He's been to two Olympics.
Yeah.
He's been winning medals since he was a cadet.
But I don't think Steve's going to make it easy for him.
No.
Shooting a lot of 10s today, and Patrick needs high intensity, and he hasn't had that today.
What Patrick likes is a crowd cheering, and that kind of builds him up and gives him lots of confidence.
Yeah.
Gives him high energy.
Yeah. So Patrick, he looked awesome in the first match and made short work of Michael Judd.
Yeah, so if he shoots to that level,
Yeah.
this could be another short match. But if Stevie hits him with a few 10s, then yes, it gets very interesting. From Stevie's point of view, he's got nothing to lose, has he?
No.
He can shoot with a bit more freedom. The setup's quite nice.
Decent marker.
There's some tension in his string hand, and that, I think that shows up on the follow through.
Sun's gone home for him as well, which is better for the archery. Very long hold. Very long hold.
Oof. Over the showman, Patrick, come on.
Yeah. A 9.
See, a long hold is fine, but then your next shot is now more difficult because you haven't had much recovery time.
That was decent. I thought that was a decent looking area.
That was good timing. Patch had quite a long rest from his first other match as well. It's had good recovery time.
He has had long recoveries. He's been on that side of the draw. So,
well, 3 nice shots, good.
Patrick is on form, but I think Steve's got a set. Steve could take a set. I think it'll get interesting.
You notice that Patrick has a very long extension bar on his sight. It's just like double the length.
Yeah.
Which is what that means is because it's further away. The sight pin is much smaller, and it magnifies any kind of movement.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to aim better, which is good in one way. The aiming will be better, but that makes the smoothness and the ease of your extending more difficult. So there's swings and roundabouts. If you get it right, it's an advantage. If you get it wrong, it's a disadvantage.
Larry Godfrey had a slight bar of similar length.
Again, Larry was like Patrick, very long holds.
Yep.
The other downside is if any kind of slightest bit of torque on the grip.
Yeah.
Again, that can magnify your errors, so it makes you do that better.
Mm-hmm.
So it swings and roundabouts. I think you need to be pretty good to get away with it.
Mm.
Again, it gets away from the modern principles of process rather than aiming.
Yes. Yeah.
But when you get it right, of course, it's fantastic.
Very accurate.
Patrick shoots what he's most comfortable with.
What tab's he on this week?
He's been shooting an angel tab recently.
Does change his finger tab a lot.
Good thing is they are it's quite a small tab. There's no metal, and it's easy to get a nice, relaxed back of the hand.
Yeah. Nice looking shot from Steve. There you
yes,
go. Yeah.
That was lovely. That's a nice quick shot. Good form.
Nice. Come on, Patrick. That's what. Come on. Can you match that?
Yes, that was his shot.
Oh, 29. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. He can clean that release up. It'll be really dangerous.
Yes, he could be an outstanding archer with some simple improvements.
Oh.
Wow. Open the door. Gosh.
That's the danger with the longer sight, Barbara was saying.
Yes, that might have been a good shot. And slightest bit of torque, you've actually moved the sight pin.
Yeah, and you don't realise it.
Again, Patrick has a high grip as well, which again, that lends itself to torquing a bit more. So he's on a knife edge with it. It's actually very nice. It's a knife edge. His grip is very narrow and sharp.
Yeah.
So he is on a knife edge.
Yeah, it didn't look a bad shot.
No, it wasn't a bad shot, but I think this case is where something we need to look at in the future is how do we keep the arrows in the yellow?
Walkers.
Oh, 2-2. Patrick shot what, 4 10s and so far with 6 arrows?
Yes.
Super. If Stevie can shoot quick shots all the time, that's where the pressure goes on to Patrick, because he has no recovery time.
Nice.
Okay, one of the strategies, if you're a quick shooter and your opponent's a slow shooter, well, make sure you shoot them quick, and then you can wear them down, and vice versa. If you're a slow shooter, slow the quick shooter down.
Steve, 2 more 10s.
Yes, he's going for it, isn't he?
I wasn't thinking he's in his first major final like this, would you? No. So, big chance here.
Every long hole drains you. It tests your endurance.
Oh,
that was a loose finish, wasn't it?
So,
open the door.
Patrick with a 10 for the lead.
The set.
Right, so 3-all.
3-all, all to play for. It's fascinating now. Some mind games.
A lot of 10s going in.
Yes.
So I feel Patrick's group is well centred, and Steve's actually. I wouldn't want either of them to move the sight.
No, they know where the middle is. It's just where the loose arrows go.
4 10s in 6 arrows from Steve as well now. And we're all square. 3-all.
Somebody cheering then?
Yep. Kelly.
Ah, okay. She's loud.
Wow.
Super shot.
Wow.
He knows where the 10 is.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to want to shoot off with him, Richard. So does Patrick.
Oh, Patrick. Oh, outstanding.
Wow.
Keep him there. Same again.
This is the match you've been waiting for all day. That wasn't clean. No.
It's not what he wanted.
He knew it. He knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick's relaxed now.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd be annoyed at that, wouldn't you? That's just the opportunities.
And just a decent shot here from Patrick to go 5-3 up. Oh.
That'll do. So 5-3, yes. Still a possibility of a shoot off.
Oh. I wouldn't count Steve out yet in the next set.
His feathers are back to front.
I know. They were the right way. Yeah, the 2. Yeah, I've got 2 of each side. It doesn't matter where you put them; it'll always blow the opposite way.
We need a left-handed one or a right-handed one, don't we? It's one of those shots that having a really high poundage, you got away with that. The later one you wouldn't. So that's the thing when you see women shoot, that because they're shooting on usually lighter bows, they have to shoot technically much better.
Yes.
And if you want to study techniques, well, study the women, because especially the top ones around the world, they look absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
The movements and the lines, and it's the men, because they've got brute strength and a heavy bow. There's less to learn. Doesn't mean that they can't be taught good technique. It's just that they often feel they don't really need to.
Yeah.
They get away with it.
Nice
in the
shot,
middle, just below.
Not quite there, was it?
It was a clean shot.
Really good 9. Same place.
He just needs to match Stevie this set.
Yeah. Point. Actually only needs to tie the set. Steve has to win.
Oh. He's aimed a bit higher there, hasn't he?
Oh, they are close. What can Patrick do?
He's using his time.
Oh,
opens the door.
Big arrow here from Steve.
Needs 10 here.
A 10 here, and we'll shoot off.
Oh. 9. Ooh, okay.
Patrick is a 10 to
10
win.
to win.
That was good, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Great shot.
Yes.
Well done, Patrick.
He needed that, and he got it.
Big shot when he needed it.
Yeah. Wow. What a good final.
Yeah.
One loose
nice
arrow
at the end.
one loose arrow from Steve, and then those two absolute teasers.
That was a good final.
Yeah.
Patrick will be very happy with that.
We'll just wait for everything to be official.
He's earned his supper tonight.
Yeah. She can be back in time to cook dinner now. He just raised the intensity, didn't he, when he needed it?
Well, that's the experience, isn't it? He's been there and done it before.
I think there was only... Steve had 2 arrows at the gold in 15, 13 arrows in the gold. Patrick as well, 13 out of 15 in the gold. But yeah. Jelly's very happy. Let's just wait. Yep, there we go. Official confirmation. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, it's good to see him smiling again. He wasn't smiles in the end of his match in the Olympics.
No, he wasn't.
That was
I think he's come home and had a think.
Yes. That's a... Yeah.
So when Patrick is, he'll be very proud. He might know it's the first person to win this title 4 times.
Yeah.
No one else has ever won it.
Yes.
4 times.
All credit to him.
He knows.
Of course he will.
He knows he's the first. So yeah, as I said,
it'll already be written.
If you want to know about it later, there'll be a long post on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. But yeah, no, there we go. Champion, gold medal winner Patrick Houston, silver medal Steve Kent, first time. Fantastic performance from him. Ryan Holden shot really well to win the bronze as well today.
But no, all credit to Stevie. That's a good performance, first time out, and he has a future.
Yep. Yeah, as I said, so that's that wraps up our weekend's shooting here from the Orangery at Lilleshall. As I said yesterday, we have hopefully a very exciting venue next year for September the 17th and 18th. So hopefully we're moving back out of Lilleshall for a few more years. But it is always nice to come back here. We have the European Youth Championships here next year in August, and the finals will be on here as well. So Richard, thank you very much for joining us today and talking about archery.
Yeah, no, thanks for inviting me. It's been great to watch. It's nice to see from a different angle. I don't normally get to see this.
No.
So actually, you can see a lot more when you're here.
Yep.
It's great opportunities for me. So if I do work with any of these guys, I can...
Absolutely.
I know where to look straight away.
If you haven't seen any of the other 3 sessions, the compound women, the compound man, the recurve women, all were brilliant, high-level, exciting matches. And the Recurve Men gave us a fabulous final there with Patrick and Steve. I've been John Knott. I've been joined by Richard Priestman. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next year.
Night all.